Hello, hello, my beautiful Sagittarian friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. My name is Christina. This is Vivid Vibration Tarot, and I'm going to be doing a general read for your the upcoming full moon in Sagittarius. So it's y'all's full moon, and it's a lunar eclipse. Lots of retrogrades going on. Energy is intense. Definitely been intense for my fire signs. So let's see what's going on with y'all, and yeah, hope y'all are doing well. All such things. Oh, Saggies. I feel like this eclipse is just like bringing up a lot of, I want to say like, I don't want to say like negativity, because I don't think that it's like, I don't think it's like a negativity that anybody's trapped in. I just feel like it's negativity that people haven't wanted to face, and it's like, okay, like if we're gonna move forward, you have to face the negativity. Like, you have to be willing to deal with the bad, right? Like, you can't just sweep it under the rug. You gotta face that shit to deal with it, to move forward from it. Yeah. Okay, Saggies. We have the underworld, the fault line, Thanatos, the eternal child, the animal, and the vow. Oof, I got chills. I mean, Saggies, I feel like, and didn't you have the fault line in your last one? I really should go back and watch these before I do the next ones. But I feel like you did. It was that idea of like this shifting, and you thought that there was a solid foundation, and then you found out that the foundation wasn't. And here it is, even still. Like this faulty foundation where there are all of these cracks. Like every time, because you were consistently inconsistent, and every time you shifted, like you cracked the foundation even more until you found that there was this massive chasm, and you were entangled in the end. I mean, Thanatos' death, and found yourself, residing in the underworld, kind of crawling around with all the negativity that you had, I almost want to say like planted and seeded, like it was the seeds that you had sown, because every time you shifted on this person, you left behind a little bit of nasty, and all this nasty like took root and, like filled the cracks with, the yuck that nobody wants to actually deal with. And here you are, I want to say, having to deal with it. And yet, I mean, I think this person is someone who you've shared in this vow with, whether, literally or just even, like jokingly, like I almost even, well, if at this point in time we're still single, then we'll be together type of vow. Or, or it's somebody who you're like, well, that person's always going to be there, so I'm going to go explore my life, and then when I decide that I'm ready to settle down, that's the person that I'll reach out to. Except for that, you can't, it's like you backburnered somebody, or, I don't know, however that plays out or resonates for you. But when you did that to this person, you shifted the foundation, you cracked it, and you left behind this negativity. Because let's stick with the example of backburnering. When you backburner someone, what you're saying to them is, you're not important enough for me to want right now. There are other things, better things around for me to have, to explore, to do. And that negativity, while you may have thought, well, what do you mean? Like, it's good. You should be, you should feel good about being backburnered by me. That means that I want to, like, I want you to be the one that's there in the end. And they're like, well, okay, but, like, glad you get to enjoy your life with everybody else, and I get to be the one that's there at the end of it all. You know what I mean? Like, like, okay, cool. Like, so you want to have fun with everyone else, and then I'll be there when you're ready to not have fun anymore. You know, I mean, it's just kind of that, like, do you not say that's insulting to me? Like, you know, I feel like you're really having to see how all of the things that you, like, the mentalities that you used toward this person, you know, did not serve you well. In fact, they planted, you know, seeds of resentment. I don't, like, I feel like this person just straight up kind of resents you. Um, and you're having to really, you know, deal with that. Because, you know, the idea here is that, you know, like, you view this person as the person that you've been most loyal to. But, you know, but you're the one who I really wanted to be with in the end. Doesn't that mean that I was loyal to you? Don't you, you know, like, don't you see how it is that, you know, like, I feel like it's this argument, you know, an argument of this person being like, listen, you kind of fucked me over, and yeah, I hear what you're saying, but, like, I don't know, man. I mean, and the eternal child is that playfulness, and that innocence. And I mean, you guys had in a lot of your reads, like, that kid on the playground who would just, like, shove down the little girl that he liked, gender neutral. You know, but that was, like, the storyline, right? Like, I like you, so I'm gonna push you down. And there's, like, this mischievousness to it. Actually, I kind of want to, like, just, like, hit up the book really quick and just check this, because the inner child, the child of joy. When in the light, joyful, playful, accepts all, and the magic, when in the dark, addicted, selfish, adrift, and burns out. And that's kind of the feel, you know, like you've been in the dark, you've been the little kid shoving somebody down, you know, like being, you know, acting out of addiction, selfishness, you know, just kind of like drifting around to wherever you want to go. And I feel like you're like, but where I want to be is in the playful joy, acceptance of your magic. You know, like that was what I had vowed to. That was what I had been loyal to, in my mind at least, right? You know, maybe not in action, but in your mind you were. And you're having to really kind of, like, I just, like, face this and have this, like, this sincere conversation with this person about how your, you know, like, past experiences in this relationship have affected them negatively in a way that is affecting you negatively now, and what that means moving forward. Saggies. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Hermit. A song that came into my head immediately was the Billie Eilish song, is it You Don't Get Me High Anymore? I'm going to look it up really quick because I want you all to go and listen to this song, because I feel like it's very relevant. Because, I mean, it's a song about, like, you taught me how to live without you. Bored? Maybe that's what it is. I think it's Bored. Billie Eilish, Bored. You know, but it's that idea of, like, you taught me how to, you know, like, every time you pushed me to the side, every time you left me to figure it out on my own, all you did was teach me how to be on my own, how to not rely on you, how to not want you, how to not need you. You know, like, every time you did that, every time you walked away from me, every time you attacked me, you know, like, I had to pull away, and I had to be okay on my own, and I had to learn what it meant to cut you out of my life. Oof. Saggies. Yeah. that's a tough reality to have to face. But I feel like to this person, they're like, but that's the reality that I faced every time you put me on the back burner. Every time you were like, well, that person will still be there when I get to them. You don't matter to me now. Everybody else matters to me now. How you feel doesn't matter. I'm more worried about how they feel. And it's like, but like that person was temporary in your life, and you're telling me that you viewed me as the permanent one, while simultaneously telling me that my feelings mattered less than this person who was temporary in your life. How does that make sense to you? And you had the Lovers come out, the Eight of Wands, the Moon, the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords. I feel like the Lovers, the Eight of Wands, and the Moon is you, Saggies, because you have your sights set on this person, because I think that you have all along really viewed this person as the person that you wanted to end up with. Like hold up, no, you are my person. You are, you are the one, who is imprinted on me. You're the one who I want. Like I feel like there's just like this, almost like this desperate plea of, what do you mean? No, I can't accept that. And so you're really having to just kind of follow your intuition and like move through the shadows, because you're not gonna, I feel like you're like, I can't let this go. I can't let you go. And this person, the Page of Swords here, I feel like, again, it's in that Billie Eilish song is like really strong, of like, but you taught me how to live without you. You taught me how to protect myself from you. Like, you were the one who trained me on how to defend myself, because you were the one who was always attacking me. And so I did. The Queen of Pentacles is, she's very knowledgeable, and I feel like, well, in the excerpt of the card, it's like, like, I have this knowledge, like, you can taste of it if you can handle it, and I feel like this is what she's saying to you, like, or he, gender neutral, take it how it resonates, but it's that idea of like a little tiny piece of skin, but it's that idea of, like you're coming to me with this information now, but like, can you handle like the reality of this? Like, can you handle the reality of what your behavior has done to me? Because nothing that you do comes without consequence. And when you put me on the back burner, when you pushed my feelings aside, when you told me that I just needed to wait my turn, but what it meant for me waiting my turn was you always walking away from me, you stabbing me in the back, talking shit about me, telling other people that I don't really matter, telling other people that they matter more, while you walk away from me. Can you handle the reality of that? And what that has done to me, and in turn, what that means to me? Well, your vow, like that's what this means to me. This connection, this vow means me being, means me having you flip it up on me, keeping it inconsistent, keeping me in the dark, keeping me beneath everyone else in your life. That's this commitment that you want from me? You can't be serious. Surely you're not serious. Surely you understand that I had to cut you out and be okay on my own, because that's what you taught me to do. You trained me in the art of being without you. In fact, you told me if I couldn't be without you, then I wasn't worthy of you. Whew. There's some heartbreak here, Saggies. There is some serious heartbreak. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune that popped out here. I feel like, this person just felt toyed, manipulated. I don't know if there was this, you financially held something over their head, or maybe they held something over you. I don't know. I really kind of get the feeling that this person is just, they've had it up, up to here. There's what else do you want from me? What else do you want me to take from you? Because I've taken so much abuse from you. I've dealt with your inconsistencies. I've dealt with your attacks. I've dealt with being, wrapped up in your third parties and your shitty friends who had shit to say. I have taken it and taken it and taken it. And you've just walked away from me and told me to be okay without you. So I am. Can you handle that? You think you're going to be able to come in and manipulate me again? Yay that you have the Wheel of Fortune here, I suppose, because this is not pleasant. This is not a good feel at all. And yet, Saggies, I think it's just you having to face the reality of the seeds that you planted and the nasty that you left behind. It's almost like that nasty multiplied and the devil. Y'all had the devil come out in your reads so many times. You were the one who was, pulling at the strings and, pushing them down on the playground and, manipulating and toying with them because I think you thought they would always be there, and so you could get away with backburnering them. You could get away with telling them to stand down while you worry about the feelings of everyone else, or I have to play out this scenario, I'm going through this relationship now and I have to worry about how this person feels, sorry, or this friend has been around for this and this, so you're just gonna have to deal, sorry. The Nine of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so let's do this in terms of the Wheel of Fortune, right? Let's hope for some shift in energy, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm going to say you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel because of the fact that this person is openly and honestly sharing with you the fact that they have every reason in the world to be okay without you because it's exactly what you told them to do. And you told them to be okay without you, thinking that you were just going to be able to pick them up when you were good and ready. But also, no. And this person, the Nine of Swords is just somebody who doesn't trust. Somebody who, they're I'm gonna hide behind here. And the owl in this card is just kind of that wisdom of experience, that knowledge of, I know what I mean to you. I mean the bottom of the barrel to you. I mean everyone else comes before me. I mean you told me who I was and where I stood with you to be okay without you. That I needed to fend for myself, that I needed to take care of myself, that I needed to not rely on you for anything. And in their honest communication with like the treatment that they've experienced with you over however long this relationship has played out, like, and I want to say for a while, this isn't somebody that you just met. This is somebody who's like, you've shit on me, and then you shit on me again, and then you shit on me some more, and then you got mad at me for being, for being okay. And I feel like you're over here like, okay, I really gotta, this is delicate. This is a delicate, he's got the star in his hands and it's made out of twigs. And, the idea is like, if he moves it quickly in any one way, the star will fall apart, right? Like this is a very delicate procedure. And yet, you're focused because it seems like fortune may still be on your side, that you may be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel because of the fact that in spite of all of these things, you are like, but you are still my person, and I will be loyal to you now. I think the real fortune may just be in your change of behavior, but that's the thing, Saggy, is that it's a change of behavior. It's not just saying it, and it's certainly not just sitting back while you let the other person say everything. You know what I mean? That is a pet peeve of mine. And I feel like even with these videos, like in my personal life, there are people who will, it's like they'll be like, well, I don't have to have the conversation with you because I'll just figure it out when I watch your videos, and it's like, coward, fucking grow a pair, like have a conversation, engage with this person, Saggies, this is your change of fortune is going to be in the action that you take. You cannot expect this person to act on your behalf at all, because you have made it clear to this person that the only person who's going to act on their behalf is them. You have made it clear to this person that you would never act on their behalf, that you would rather talk shit about them to anybody and everybody who would listen, that you would rather take everyone's attention over theirs, that you would help out anyone in the world, but you'd watch them struggle. You have put them in their place so many times that you cannot for 1 second expect this person to put forth the effort for you, because you have to be the one to put forth the effort for them. And there you have it. Therein lies your change of luck. You putting forth the effort for someone who you supposedly love. And I say supposedly because love is not a concept. Love is an action. Love is something that you do. It's a behavior. It's a way that you treat someone. It's how you treat them. It's what you say to them. It's so many things, not a concept. And I feel like to you, it's been a concept. To you, you're like, well, I knew that I loved you. And this person's like, bitch, you didn't love me. Show me when, show me where, show me how. I don't see it. What are you talking about? Damn. Saggies. That's a rough conversation. And I feel like it's a conversation that if you actually do want to move forward from like all of this nasty, you have to be the one to initiate this conversation. You have to be the one to demonstrate the change, and you have to be the one to really step up to the plate, because this person learned how to survive without you, and in fact they learned to survive even more because of the shit that you took them through. One last card for my Saggies. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like that's really rough. It's a rough, it was like an aggressive message, but the Bardo and the Vessel popped out. And this is kind of that in between and that build it or break it. And, you know, I feel like that's where it's at for you, Saggies. It's like that, you know, you're in that in between, because you're not pushing them away anymore, but you don't have, like, they're not yours to have. And I think you recognize that, you know, you recognize the fact that you are in that place where, like, there's a decision being made to either just completely be done with you or to move forward with you. And that you're the one who's going to have to come in and prove to them that there's something worth saving. Because all you've done is, in the past, is show them that they need to be on their own without you. That you would walk away from them and attack them, you know, without even a second thought. Wouldn't even bat an eye at it. You know, I mean, like, the way that you've treated this person in the past is pretty shitty, I'm not gonna lie. And, you know, like, if you want for things to change in your favor, you're gonna have to be the one to take action. And I feel like you're gonna face, you know, a little bit of hesitation, maybe a lot of hesitation. I don't know. I mean, maybe this person is just gonna, I mean, you know, like, I feel like for some of you, like, I almost want to cry. You know, like there is just this, like, I feel like this person feels so betrayed by you and so hurt by the way that you've treated them, that they want to beat you on the chest and, like, scream at you, like, how dare you. Whew. I mean, that is real. You know, that's real. I mean, I think that this person carries a lot of anger and a lot of mistrust when it comes to you. Oh my goodness, Saggies. Wow. Well, how's that for an intense experience and conversation? My fire signs are in that intensity. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. I hope that you all are able to rectify the situation. I don't think it's going to be easy, but, you know, I wish you all the luck in the world. And yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye.